Module 5, Reporting Time on Work Orders using the Service Delivery application. This module covers the process of recording time entries on the work order using the Service Delivery application. All time entries recorded in Maximo are done on the Service Delivery application, and all time needs to be entered on the work order. Time entries start on the first work order of the day at the yard and end with the final time entries for return to the yard on your final work order of the day. Remember, the work order must be in progress status before you start entering time on it. To access the Service Delivery application, you click on the Log tab at the top, on the Operations log, and you scroll down to open Service Delivery application. Clicking this will open up the Service Delivery application. Clicking the magnifying glass or hitting return will filter the list and list the available POs that you're able to use for recording time. Make sure you select the correct PO. If you're unsure of which PO to use, contact the FF1 and verify which of the POs that you will be using for that day. To open a PO, you just click on the number of the PO and it will open up the Service Delivery application. To enter time, click on the Select Ordered Services. This will open up your line items available on the purchase order. Select the correct line item that represents the crew configuration that you have on this purchase order. Clicking this and then selecting OK will create a new line for you in the Service Delivery application. When this new line opens, you will enter the type of transaction that you are putting in. You will have the familiar transactions for yard time, drive time, work order time. Select the proper time code. The work order number will be pre-populated if this is a contributory time. Note that for break times, lunch times, emergency vehicle repairs, the work order number will not be populated because those are non-contributory and they're not paid for. So there will not be a work order. For all other times, the work order number will be automatically pre-populated. Once you have clicked there, to enter time, you can enter time manually by typing in the time, or you can use the drop downs to select a time from the pick list. Note that you can also enter time in a 24-hour format, that if you type in 1300 hours, that will correspond to 1 p.m. Once you have entered your time, click on the Save icon to save your current transaction. To return to the work order, you can use the Return button to the right, or to the far left on the breadcrumb trails, you can click Work Order Tracking. This will take you back to the work order. In the Service Delivery application, you can filter the transactions on your purchase order. To filter items in the purchase order, by default, the filters are turned off. To turn the filters on, click the filter icon. Once the filter icon has been clicked, you will see headings at the top of each column that you can filter on. Clicking on these, entering information in these headings and clicking Enter, or the spyglass will run the filter. To filter on a specific date, select the date from the calendar. You can also filter by your username, enter your username. Once you've entered the information, click the magnifying glass. It will filter the list according to these parameters and just show the information related to that specific date and that specific user. To clear the filters, just use this icon here. That removes all the filters and returns you back to the full list of items. When you are finished entering time on the work order, save your transaction returning to the work order. Once all the time is completed on that work order and you will not be returning to the site, change the status of the work order by clicking the stoplight icon, checking new status, and marking it as completed, and OK to finalize. This is the end of Module 5. Thank you.